doesn't fracture. Hey, doesn't matter.
It don't matter what they say, we gon' talk anyway. Bell rings, mic check, let the real ones play. From the legends to the new blood climbing the ladder. Welcome to the show, it doesn't matter. Notorious Dome set the tone, main event status. BDC bring a fire, every take savage. Strap facts with the knowledge, history splatter. Poppy planting a wild card, say it loud, it doesn't matter. No filter, no bias. This is the It Doesn't Matter podcast.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the It Doesn't Matter podcast. I'm your host. I'm Notorious One. I am Dom, and today I'm here with Strap Facts. I'm here with BDC. I'm here with the Dominican Dream, Poppy Platino, and here with the returning guest, Easy E, Easy Money, the Shawn Michaels guy, Eric.
You know it.
Fellas, what's going on?
What's good?
What's good?
Happy day of the week, y'all. Happy day of the week.
Yes, it's my favorite day of the week. It's recording day. Tonight, there's no politics. We're not going to talk about no contracts. We're the promoters. We're booking this shit. This show does matter. We're doing a fantasy SuperBrawl, talking WWF, WCW, ECW, all from February of 1996. And I'm going to tell you the champions for the respective brands at the time. Your world heavyweight champion for the WWF at this time is Bret the Hitman Hart. Your IC champion is Goldust. Your tag team champions is the Smoking Guns. Pew, 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 pew. And your $1 million champion at the time is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What?
Not yet. On the other channel, on WCW, your heavyweight champion is the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Woo!
Your U.S. champion is Konnan.
Eh?
Your TV champion, BDC knows every week is a different TV champ, but today the TV champ is Johnny B. Bad.
Ooh, he's so pretty, he might as well have been a girl.
and your tag team champion is Sting and Lex Luger.
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
EW, I didn't have that channel. I didn't know what channel it was on. What we gonna find out?
Midnight.
It was on 30. It was on 31 in my neck of the woods.
All right. Well, your ECW champion is Raven.
Yes.
He's
Your
the champion?
ECW champion was Raven. Your TV champion is Too Cold Scorpio. And
Bring him off the floor.
and your tag team champion are the Eliminators. Yes.
DWI's favorite.
So this is the new generation era right here. We have the WWF, who is family-friendly oriented. The business is declining, and we know who their key stars are at the time. WCW, they moving on up like the Jeffersons. They spending the big bucks, and they're going head-to-head with Monday Night Nitro. And ECW is that underground. And WWF and WCW, they taking what they got. So, we are the bookers. Y'all don't know the card. Somebody want to keep tally? We got 12 matches. WWF, WCW, ECW.
I am officially keeping tally.
All right.
No controversy. BDC?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, you know me loving WCW, and you always got to have the cruiserweights to kick off the show. So, I figure we kick it off with a triple threat match. The 1-2-3 Kid taking on Brian Pillman, taking on Sabu. Perfect opener. That's how you kick off a show.
Is Sabu coming in at a clean 225? Is that all right?
Yeah, I'm looking at all those guys there, not cruiserweights, brother.
Sabu was on the early days of Nitro in the cruiserweight division. So
I'll give you that one.
Pillman's definitely a cruiserweight at that time.
Yeah, that's Pillman.
Yeah.
Basically the
back to
loose
right here.
cannon at this time. 1, 2, 3 kids, a crybaby. And Sabu was just Sabu.
Feels
Let's
like a
kick it off with
demotion
Strap.
for Sabu.
Strap, who you got in this opening match right here?
Well, what a complex three-way dance. Let's call it correctly for 1996 because ECW, the innovation of violence, they sort of created the first triple threat match, calling it the three-way dance. And I think at this time, Sabu would be the biggest star in this match, as a matter of fact. And let's put it, calling it the three-way dance, let's keep it in the home turf. Let's keep it at the ECW arena because we didn't pick the arena yet, did we, Dom?
No, we didn't.
So it's going to take place at the ECW Alhambra 1221, whatever it's called nowadays over the years. And the 1, 2, 3 Kid, still part of the $1 Million Corporation. But just as you said, February 1996, he lost that crybaby match to El Chico, Patron, Razor Ramon. And Brian Pillman. Brian Pillman, I guess he didn't have his car accident yet, so I guess he was still nimble and nimble with a thimble. But I still think he was a far cry because, we've been watching some early 90s WCW shows, and even though it's just 5 years and change from that point, 5 years can do a lot to a person, especially in the world of professional wrestling. But I think the 1996 Brian Pillman, pre-accident, he still wasn't the same guy that he was as the original Flying Brian. And unfortunately, the 1, 2, 3 Kid, he may be a part of the clique, but his gimmick ain't clicking for me, buddy. So Sabu is my pick to win this three-way dance, kicking off whatever show this is at
SuperBrawl.
ECW Arena.
E-Money, who you got?
I like John's reasoning. I think Sabu's the biggest talent there. He's the most over, and I think he's the one that can carry the title. Now, I don't see 1, 2, 3 Kid eating the pin, though. I absolutely see Brian Pillman eating the pin because I think 1, 2, 3 Kid's got the solid future. So I would say you're going to set up a 1, 2, 3 Kid Sabu feud in the future, but I'm still going with Sabu. Big dive off the table, killing Brian Pillman. 1, 2, 3, right there. Boom.
Ooh.
Premature death.
Platino?
Might fix his back. I don't know.
Jeez. Oh, yeah, I gotta go. Gotta agree with you guys again with Sabu. I mean, with the nicknames that he has, the homicidal, suicidal, genocidal maniac.
Right.
Who else are you really thinking about? The crybaby? Nah. And Flying Brian is not flying no more. He's walking. So I'm gonna go with Sabu from now.
Only one walking's that crybaby right now, but that's another story. BDC, who you got?
Oh, God.
You know what? I absolutely disagree with absolutely no one. It is absolutely going to be Sabu. There is just no way on God's green that this match is going to stay just a straight cruiserweight match. At some point, there's going to be tables, there's going to be chairs, there's going to be the kitchen sink, there's going to be everything in its mother, and that's Sabu's playground. I mean, even in WCW, for the time that he was there, every week the match ended with somebody going through a table. So trust me when I tell you, Sabu was taking this. It's not even close. Do I think that 1, 2, 3 Kid or Pillman's eating the pin? I kind of agree with it. It's going to be Pillman too.
Me too.
I think there would be too much backstage politics that would allow 1, 2, 3 Kid to stay away from eating that type of damage and taking a hit to the reputation like that. So, but I definitely think Sabu's taking this, and like I said, not even close.
All right, well, it's unanimous. Everybody got Sabu. So BDC put one down for ECW. But quick question, quick side note. Between the Crybaby, the Loose Cannon, and Sabu, which one of these characters would Vince push hard in 1996 if he had them? Well, he had one of them already.
Pillman.
Yeah, I think he's starting. I think he's starting to get close to that Loose Cannon character.
I also think Pillman has the best look that Vince liked at that time too.
Yes,
so that also helps.
Yeah, by far.
Can you imagine that? The impending, I bet you it was penciled in there. Brian Pillman and Shawn Michaels in a big program for 96. I bet you, but just unfortunate circumstances happened, and that was unfortunate. But we'll save those things for later. But yeah, Brian Pillman was definitely a major signing for the WWF at that time, and like I said, who knows what would have happened? Definitely, yeah, Vince's type. We know he loves Shawn Michaels, and Pillman was very Shawn-esque.
Yes.
So
He's got
the sky's
attitude.
the
I love
limit.
it. Gotta love attitude. Oh yeah. Yeah, we signed him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
We don't need Bret.
Yeah, you do for 20 years.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to match number 2. So, all right, ECW is on the board, unanimous. Write that down.
Yep, done.
Our next match, it could be in the ECW arena, the 2300 arena, John. Strap. You should know that. Our next match, we have Tommy Dreamer taking on Savio Vega. I want to hear BDC's thoughts on this opening match or the second match right here.
Regular match?
Well, ECW match.
Just a one-on-one?
One-on-one.
Okay, so, I mean, what is there to say? You have Tommy Dreamer, who is well known as the innovator of violence. You have Savio Vega, who is a mainstay in pretty much everywhere he goes as far as his technical ability and his general ability to just get around the ring much faster than a guy his size should. I think that if I really had to go with a straight one-on-one, I think Savio's taking it. I think if there's no tricks, no muss, no fuss, I think it's going to be Savio. I think there would be a counter to something that Dreamer would do that Savio would take and take him down with. That's just my general opinion. If weapons come into play, yeah, it's gonna be Dreamer all day. I mean, just is that's the playground again. But I'm thinking that Savio would take this one, if only for the fact that Savio is literally more of a technical wrestler than Dreamer is. Not saying much.
Well, ECW, their matches like no disqualifications for the most part. So
every match,
everything goes.
Yeah, every match and everything goes. So like I said, from a technical standpoint, it's him. If it's we're just throwing everything in the kitchen sink in, yeah, I'm giving that to Dreamer and ECW all day.
All right, because BDC got Dreamer. Anybody else got Dreamer?
Nah, I got to go with Savio. I got to go with Savio. I think the trajectory of Savio at this time was very high. I think he's incredibly athletic. I think they wanted, I think they at this time the push for Savio was at least ceiling of IC champion. So I really feel like they wanted to get Savio over, and I think that he matches up well with Dreamer. But I think that he's a little bit faster. I think he's a little more athletic, and I think he can get the pin on this one. And so I go Savio on this one.
Well, I mean, also bear in mind at this point you have the I guess what you would call the Infinite Dreamer Raven feud, where they were like the top names in the ECW going after each other for what seemed like forever. So,
and then Dreamer never got the pin though.
He was literally, him and Raven were perpetually pushed in ECW. Perpetual. It was just, there was never a time when they were not being pushed.
And Dreamer was like perfect in the lovable loser role. That's all he did. He lost, but you always thought maybe this time he can do it, So I'd pick Savio.
All right, so it's one up. Platino, who do you got?
I'm going with Savio as well. Just
like
Boricua? Loser. Yep, I'm Dominican, but I go with the Boricua. His fighting style, just be like you said, be able to move as fast as he could back in the day. It was like a karate style or some type of martial arts that he added to his repertoire.
Quang.
And he's also
Leave and my also dad you gotta remember
this is the guy that got Stone Cold Steve Austin in the best shape of his life with those strap matches. And if you really go back to Savio's history with the Caribbean wrestling leagues, he was the man back then. So imagine this guy coming from a different country or a different part of the world and with his repertoire, and then Tommy Dreamer, who's probably still in the business, maybe 4 or 5 years in, he's still not making headways. He's doing very well in ECW, but he's not that top dog. I'm gonna go with Savio just because you said Eric, because he was damn near close to being IC champ, or at least in that vein. So especially going against Steve Austin, I was really thinking, oh, they might push Savio. So I don't know. They didn't have that rivalry just yet, though. Not around this time, but it was
So
coming.
I guess my I had a question in mind, um, or more or less an appreciation for Savio, because this dude literally every role they gave him, and he got quite a few in WWF. He rocked with. I mean, he was the Sultan. He had a bunch of roles, or actually no, that was Fatu.
He was
He
a
was
Sultan.
but yeah, he had several roles in WWF, and he
He could have been the
worked them
Sultan.
all. He worked them all. He worked them all.
They all
So
look like
it's
another
2-1 right now for Savio.
Yeah,
Strap.
2-1 Vega right now.
Who you got?
Well, it's I'd like to throw this out there because I like to throw things. But if you flash forward a little bit to Mick Foley, because Mick Foley wasn't even there yet, right? But
Right.
that episode of Monday Night Raw in Madison Square Garden where he's feuding with Triple H and Hunter Helmsley, excuse me, and he does that. He goes on the Titantron and he becomes Cactus Jack, and he comes out and everybody pops. So in this scenario with Tommy Dreamer, he's in the ring, he's waiting, he's a named talent. And out comes Puerto Rico's favorite son, TNT.
TNT.
Yeah.
Now,
There you go.
unfortunately, I don't think Puerto Rican wrestling federations have as much exposure as WCW had, or even nowadays that Evolve, Ring of Honor, PWG, whatever, even a couple of years ago before AEW. So, but I would like to book that Tommy Dreamer's in there waiting in the ring, and whatever music TNT, I hope it's famous music, plays, the people go wild because they recognize it, and here he comes, not Savio Vega, but everyone knows it's him because it's not a mask. TNT has a face paint, and here he comes, and they just have a short match. He kind of unfortunately jobs Mr. Dreamer out. This is I think this is a great matchup here. Something it makes sense. Unexpected though. I don't think anyone would ever book it. So that was cool. So this idea just came up as Dom mentioned it, because originally on the face I would say, yeah, totally, Tommy Dreamer beats regular Savio Vega, but I like my new idea better. So TNT via Savio Vega wins this one for me.
Just so you know, I'm putting in notes right now. I'm putting Savio Vega, and then I'm putting in hashtags TNT. So there you go.
So I got Savio as well.
He's officially been added. So
yep. Savio got the win. Savio
gets the win.
Savio's beating Dreamer. Dreamer, he never wins any big match. He's not Big Match John. So
yeah, and
he'll put Savio over, and that's definitely what's going to happen.
Like I said, I only reason I said Dreamer was because everything was in table share, stuff like that. Straight one-on-one match without all that stuff. I still thought it was Vega too. So, all right. So we will give him 4-1 just to give him one, but it's still Vega, and I guess he's under WWF right now.
WWF, yep. But do you guys think that Savio Vega would thrive in ECW if he jumped ship?
What's that?
Do you think Savio Vega would have thrived in ECW if he jumped ship?
I think where he was at was perfect for what he was doing.
Yeah.
It's hard to say because ECW was starting to get flooded, and
I mean, if you think about it, ECW had a weird window where like guys were just going there to kind of make some bones before they jumped onto WWE or the WWF, because it was like Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, when they left WCW, they popped up there for a hot minute and then they ended up in WWF. Same with Stone Cold Steve Austin. He leaves WCW. He pops up in ECW for a short spell, has like 80 different gimmicks, and then he ends up in WWF. So it seemed for a time, it seemed like they were like kind of a launch pad to get people into the next not necessarily having people come down there and just kind of dominate or kind of run the show down there. They had more of their homegrown guys that were coming in and really doing all the legwork, like the Just Incredibles of the world, the Ravens and stuff like that. So it's like I don't see outsider coming in and really taking over like that.
They're not going to shock the
I don't
system,
see it.
basically.
Yeah, I don't see it.
All right. All right. Well, our next match is title for title, the TV title. You have Johnny B. Bad, your WCW TV champ, taking on Too Cold Scorpio, the ECW TV champ. I would say book this in the WCW show. That's what I would say.
Yeah,
Two
you can't
former
book it.
WCW guys. That's where Scorpio came from before he went to ECW. Both flashy. One's pretty.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Yeah, this definitely got to be not Flash Funk version of Too Cold Scorpio, just straight Too Cold Scorpio.
Too Cold Scorpio, what we've seen in the ECW. The flips, he wasn't really dancing as much. He's keeping it real.
Mm-hmm.
And Johnny B. Bad, you know, the Bad Blaster and the kiss that you don't miss. And I think he might even have the Diamond Doll at the time, too.
I don't know.
Man, this is
well, yeah, he has the doll at this point because the doll helps him win the TV title. So he has her at this point.
You know what both guys are capable of doing, so.
Yeah.
Eric, who you got?
Ooh.
I mean, you're talking in 96 when there's not a lot of flippy stuff going on, and it's still in its like infancy, at least, you know, in the US. So these two guys going at it, it's going to be a show stealer. There's just no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Both of them are so talented, and they're just well equipped to face each other. You know, it's going to be nonstop action. But I think that Johnny B. Bad's got the edge on Too Cold Scorpio in this one. Like I said, he has Diamond Doll with him as well. I think he is capable of continuing with a long TV title run. And yeah, I think it's a great, like, high octane back and forth match. I'm not talking any jobbing, but I think Johnny B. Bad pulls it out.
What you?
I want to agree with you, but something about Too Cold, man. You talk about keeping it real. That flippy stuff's gonna go out the water when it's coming to this type of match. I know he has probably one of the greatest high flying moves I've ever seen, and when Dom showed it to me, I was like, did he really just do what he just did? Yeah. Too Cold, for everything that we know, he is a bad mofo backstage. You mess with that dude, he's really gonna give you some business. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the in-ring stuff. Johnny B. Bad, obviously, Mark Merrill, a Golden Gloves champion multiple time, and probably one of the best gimmicks at that time from '96, and probably one of the top 7 TV champions in WCW history. I'll give him that. But something about Too Cold, man. I got to give the edge to Too Cold. He's a little bit on the heavier side. He can move a little bit quicker. And he's going to probably figure out a way that's not going to be flashy, but I feel like Too Cold will end up getting a small package on Johnny B. Bad, and he's going to sneak out a win.
It's split right now. BDC, who you got?
Yeah, I love Too Cold Scorpio because dude is just on it in the ring. That being said, I'm looking at Johnny B. Bad different at this point because his feud with Diamond Dallas Page, because Diamond Dallas Page at that point, you know, you didn't really know a lot about him, but you was really starting to see what he was capable of doing in the ring despite the gimmick. And him and Johnny B. Bad had really had a war coming up to him finally winning the World TV title. And I think it's important to note, if this TV title is being actually defended on TV, I don't know. If it's being defended off of TV, Johnny B. Bad is definitely taking it because dude literally defended that title every week during dark matches for like 3 months. Literally.
Check the
So,
archives. Nitro Podcast.
like we were like, why is the TV title the only title that's not defended on TV? Why? But I think there was just something to that feud that puts him up a little higher than Scorpio at this moment. It's not by much. It's gonna be close. It's not gonna be like anybody's dominate. It's gonna be a long match. It's gonna be a little bit of everything. But like how you think it might be like a small package or something. It's gonna be something very unexpected. It's not gonna be like, oh, he just hit his finisher. It's gonna be something out of nowhere. It's gonna be something out of nowhere. But I think I will go with bad on this one.
All right, 2-1 right now. Johnny be bad. Johnny Strap Facts. Who you got?
Too Cold Strap.
Unfortunately, Too Cold Scorpio just never had any booking support. I mean, I know you just said he was the TV champion ECW, but that's ECW. This is taking place in a WCW ring where the ring is sacred. Okay. I mean, I can just picture it in my head very easily because, they were both WCW guys. So I can easily see Too Cold and Mark Marrow going at it on the gray nitro mat, And, but I think, like I said, Too Cold, like I said, even though he's TV champion, he just never really had booking support behind him that I saw. I mean, I can't say that I saw every one of his matches or even a lot of them, but just the feeling I get is that he just was never pushed. And unfortunately, and he's up against Johnny B. Bad here. And hey, I always like Johnny B. Bad. So favoritism at its best or worst, I pick Johnny B. Bad.
Well, for me, I have to go with Johnny B. Bad. I like both guys growing up as a kid, but Johnny always stuck out more. He was more flamboyant. He was, he's a character that, the fans loved, the bad blaster and had the girl, like I said, the diamond doll. It was cool. And the big capes and all that stuff like that. And Too Cold, all he's gonna give you in the WCW ring, he's just gonna dance, he's gonna do little flips. That's it. Johnny's gonna knock him out.
Yeah.
Johnny B. Bad it is. So BDC, what's the count? We got what? One WCW, one ECW, one WWF?
1-1-1.
All right, well, our next match number 4, WWF versus WCW. We've got Old School taking on the Blue Blood. We have, representing the Old School, Arn Anderson taking on Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's working his way up to the top. Arn Anderson, he's that ring general. He'll test the waters to see if you got it or not. So, Plotting know had a reaction to that. We're gonna kick it off with him. Who do you got?
One guy I cannot stand, and I'm going to pick him. Triple H. Triple H. Hunter Hearst Helmsley, the Blue Blood from Greenwich, Connecticut, will be getting the win over the simple Arn Anderson because his arm is going limp soon. At this point, it's gone, baby. Sorry, baby. Arn Anderson ain't winning this. I love you, baby, but let's put the strap back on and give it to the big man, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and I'll have some caviar with you guys later.
All right.
That's a clip.
E-Money, who you got?
Abel seen a rich man in his life.
Wow.
E-Money, who you
this
got?
This time, man, let me tell you, I Hunter Hearst Helmsley, that gimmick is money, honestly. And I say that in all due respect to Arn Anderson, but like Hunter's on the rise for me. As a booker, I'm looking at this guy and I'm seeing top tier heel talent that's maybe he doesn't win the world title, but he's always going to be in that mix to screw around with the number one face.
And he's very
Arn's
young at
on the
this time, too.
twilight of his career at this point. He's here as a hand, one hand, obviously now, but he's working. So this is like enhancement talent almost at this point. This is Hunter Hearst Helmsley's showcase match. We see what he can do. He can fight through Hunter Anderson, hits the pedigree, 1, 2, 3. I'm rolling with Hunter because I see him in the future getting big title shots, getting to that level where, you know, he's in the main event. Even scrawny ass Hunter at that point, it's still money because of that gimmick. Because it's a real gimmick. Like, this isn't like a dump, you know, Duke the Dumpster Drosy here. This is Greenwich. You know, he's hoity-toity. He's gonna piss the fans off, and he's young, and he's gonna prove himself in this match. And I'm gonna go Hunter.
BDC.
Yeah, I completely forgot about the fact that Double A's arm is going to fall off. But because I was thinking of how this match will go before that, and it will be a clink, but I kind of was on the same boat that it would still be Hunter Hearst Helmsley taking it. His character was very unique for the time in that his nose was so high up in the air, people couldn't stand the guy, and he drew so much heat, but he was so good in the ring, and you know, and I think as terrorizing in WCW, he was getting kind of like a pretty decent push there too. Then they bring him to WWE, they give him this gimmick, and he just scores with it. So I would say that he's taking it. That the future Triple H is taking it. I am curious because we all know he ends up in DX, and then that gimmick kind of goes away. Do you think that gimmick is a world champion if they continue to push it on and can kind of convert him in DX?
If
Talking about keeping him as a blue blood,
I could see it. It wouldn't be long term, but I could definitely see it. It'll
If
piss
we're
the people
talking
off.
like Razor and Diesel leaving, and WWF is like void of talent at that point,
yeah.
if Hunter's still Hunter, he's absolutely in the title picture, and most likely at least getting like a transitional championship role at some point, you know, because there were no heels that were coming through. So yeah, he would have been on the top, I think.
And what I've always said, well, I just noticed it till recently. He's probably a younger and a little bit better version of what William Regal should have been.
He didn't do drugs.
William Regal is the most technically sound guy out of both of them, but Hunter became the man.
He's a man.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, this man, layups. Basketball, man. It's layups. I'm just giving you layups. Here you go.
All right, Strap. Who you got?
See, I was trying to see if Triple H was undefeated at this time. He was not, because I thought the Ultimate Warrior was his first defeat, which is not the case. So that would have been wrong there. But as much fun as it was and is to talk about one-armed bandit Arn Anderson, I give him more credit than y'all are giving him. I give him a lot of credit. So I would have Arn Anderson go over here, because had Triple H been undefeated, then that's a different story. But he had already been defeated by the likes of such notable people like The Undertaker and Duke the Dumpster Drosy. So another loss here to Arn Anderson wouldn't necessarily hurt the man. Arn Anderson, I think he could pull out some interesting things. Arn Anderson always has solid work in the ring. I can just picture his DDTs and his spine busters right now, and they're picture perfect.
I was about to say he could still throw that spine buster as of 2 years ago. So
oh yes. So I give the push and the rub to his sore arm, but Arn Anderson is my choice.
All right. Well, I got Hunter Hearst Helmsley, because Arn definitely gonna put this guy over. He's gonna make him look good because he sees the potential in Hunter Hearst Helmsley. And Arn, he's a giving guy. His time's almost up. He's gonna give his spot in a couple of years. Not my spot, your spot. The spot on your neck. But yeah. Hunter was definitely the future, and yeah, Arn definitely would have put him over.
Yep, just like when he was a tag team partner, he'll just, here you go, take my arm.
So we got WWF on the board again.
So,
Hell. But I'm going to hell with a title.
That's it. WWF on the board.
yep.
Our
So-
next match. Champ versus champ. Goldust, your Intercontinental Champion, taking on Konnan.
Now, is this? Oh yeah, this is not NWO Konnan.
Nah,
No,
this
This is just
the
this
big
is
Mexican,
just
Super Mex.
Konnan. He's not. Yeah, he's not Filthy Animals. He's not Wolfpack. He's none of that yet. He's just there.
Super Mex.
Is he still wearing a mask, or is he maskless at this
He's,
point?
he's maskless.
He's maskless. Okay.
Yeah.
I think there should be a flag match. I mean, you make sure that L is in that word, okay? Make this a flag match.
I just caught that.
That could be the Mexican flag, the Cuban flag, the rainbow flag. It doesn't matter which flag we use here. And
Someone's taking that L.
That is exactly.
no, you better not. You better not.
That's
who they gonna get you.
You sure you want to say that?
Well,
You sure you want to say that?
since Stratfax wants to be a flag match. Strap, who you got winning this flag match?
Forgot what we were talking about for a moment, but looks like Konnan. Is- yes.
What
just
is
as
the
we
flag
said.
design in this flag match, Stratfax? I'm just curious.
Well, you know, he's the
Describe
Mexican,
it for us.
He's a Grand
wide.
Lucha champion of Mexico. Yeah, Konnan. Gold. I mean, Gold. This was Goldust's year, 1996. He was very, very hot. So it's tough. And Konnan, you know, he's a really huge deal at this time. You know, they are even. You know, they're using a number 2 HB pencil, booking him against Hulk Hogan. You know, a champion versus champion match, but that just never happened that way. But I think Goldust is running so hot here that he takes the win over Konnan. You know, it's if you squint your eyes, which comes very easy to some people in this chat. Konnan could be a version of Razor Ramon, you know, another Latino hero that's a real Latino, perhaps, instead of Mr. Airwolf Scott Hall. So you can probably do the same bit, you know, the same routine, you know, plug and play. But again, I choose Goldust here because I think he was on a very hot streak in 1996.
E-Money, who you got?
As a booker, like, I see both of these guys both on hot streaks, both really good talents, and I kind of want to protect both of them at this point. I like the match. I like how, you know, intertwines, and I don't think this should be a one-off. I'd probably have Konnan win by DQ. I'd have Goldust low blow, something nefarious, but, you know, Goldust-esque to cost him the match but keep his title. So I'd go with Konnan, but I go with DQ.
Actually, not mad at the concept. Not mad at the concept. Because I was going to say that I thought Goldust would take it because he would get so far in Konnan's head that Konnan would just flip out and not be able to actively wrestle the type of match he would want to wrestle against him. We've seen so many times where Goldust gets in people's heads so terribly bad that they just want nothing to do with him. And I could definitely see him because in this version of Goldust was at the peak of those powers. And I could definitely see him playing so many mind games on him that he would just drop the ball time and time again. So for that reason, because in a technical match, a one-on-one technical match, Dustin Reynolds is good. He's not Konnan good, but the mind games would definitely tear him apart. So I'm going Goldust for that reason.
Platino?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Goldie just because the simple fact, like you said, the mind games, and you know, Konnan's like just like John said, Konnan's gonna probably be the Scott Hall, Razor Ramon type character when Goldie was mess with him here and there, to the point where I can see him messing with him with one of the the #1 songs of that time, the Macarena. So I can see him messing with him, just like, come on, I got you. Do this.
So wrong.
Yeah.
So wrong. So wrong.
So is it unanimous right now? Everybody got Goldust?
I took Konnan by DQ.
Oh, you took Konnan by DQ. All right.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I got Goldust. The mind games would definitely get the best of Konnan. Goldust would do something like, "I've never been to the south of the border," and he'll do something wild. He'll just mess up Konnan.
You practiced that in the mirror. I know you did.
Don't have the side hustle as ASMR.
When you guys really brought up the flag match, I was really thinking like, oh, Goldie would really fuck with him even more. Oh my god.
Going to plant.
Goldust would come out with the Mexican flag all wrapped around him, naked and some shit like that. Just the mind games. It'd be some wild shit like that.
You don't even have to. You don't even have to care for the flag.
He's like, take my flag.
Yo.
How are you gonna follow this match up with?
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
So it's unanimous. Goldust got the win. My question for you guys is: was Goldust the most creative WWF character in the new generation?
Yes. I think it was so out of left field and so a part of the times that because of the way the world was, it wasn't changing just yet, but it was that one character where people just hated it because of the fact that it was in your face.
Yeah.
But it was so closeted too in real life that you're like, there's definitely someone in that family that is like Goldie, but you just don't say Uncle Frank's name.
So BDC, what's the count right now?
All right.
Who's
so
in the
right
lead?
now, WWF has a 3-1-1 lead.
Well, let's see if WWF can win this next match. Our next match is a tag team showcase. It's going to be a street fight. We have the Godwins, Henry O and Phineas, taking on the Nasty Boys.
Ooh, BSK versus
Hogan's Boys.
Hogan Run Wild.
Hogan
Basically.
knows best.
So I don't know who you got. The street fight.
This one, I got the Nasties, man. I'm a fan of the Godwins at too, but the Nasty Boys, the characters alone, they've always been like a top tier team. They really know how to get down and dirty. They're nasty. They're grimy. They've gone against just about any team and just about any federation, and they've been world champion just about everywhere they go. So I'm going with the Nasties, man.
Yeah.
E-Money?
Yeah.
I agree. I can't see the Nasties getting pinned by the Godwins at this point. Still too early in their career, and this is kind of like where you give the veterans the rub on this one, move them up. Nasty Boys, when they're heels, they're great heels. When they're faces, they're wildly over. So it's like you can mesh with them whichever way you want to do it. I'd go Nasties. Yeah.
Strap?
Well, this would just be the beginning of a series because we have to have the Nasties and the Godwins in a regular match. And then we'd have to have them in a Pity City match, street fight match. And then we'd have to finish it off in a hog pen match. But this was the first firing shot between the two. I'd have the Nasty Boys win too. It would give the Godwins something to chew over in the farm, and so it'd give them a reason for revenge. To ask politely for another match, a follow-up match. But if this is the first time they're facing off, I'd have the Nasty Boys take it for sure.
It's unanimous. It's the Nasty Boys. I never cared for the Godwins. I was thinking about them the other day. Like, damn, they when they turn heel, what did they do to turn heel? What's so significant? They turn heel. They just changed their shirts. Or black shirts. That's all they did.
Henry Garvin broke his freaking neck thanks to
looking at them like kind of a head-to-head matchup between the four of them, like facing off team versus team and man versus man. The weak link is Phineas, so yeah, it's gonna definitely be the Nasty Boys all day.
Sweet.
Yep.
The Nasty Boys, WCW on the board. All right, guys. This is going to get interesting right here.
Halfway point.
Rising Stars. We have the $1 Million Champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And he is taking on Diamond Dallas Page.
Wow.
He's not even in his Stone Cold gimmick yet.
He's not in the Stone Cold gimmick yet. That's just the name. Yeah. Diamond Dallas Page, he's figuring it out for himself too.
Ooh.
Yeah. As I said earlier, that feud with Johnny B. Bad did something. It opened up a lot of eyes on DDP. And like you said, Stone Cold, I mean, he may have had the name at this point, but he certainly did not have the gimmick yet. He was still basically the ringmaster.
Did he have Stone Cold on it already, or was he just Steve Austin?
No, I think when he came over, he was the ringmaster initially, and then just one Monday Night Raw, he was Stone Cold Steve Austin, but he was still basically the ringmaster gimmick. So I think at this point, Steve Austin is just figuring it out. DDP was further along in figuring it out. From a technical standpoint, yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin or any version of Steve Austin is more technically gifted than DDP was at that time. But as far as gimmicks, DDP was further along in figuring it out. So I'm going to give the slight nod to DDP for that.
Ooh, okay. I want to hear Strap thoughts right now. Let's see how he feels about this. An up-and-coming Stone Cold and a up-and-coming DDP.
I'm still stuck on that flag match. But yeah, right here you got a fresh, we're not sure if he's the ringmaster, if he's Stone Cold Steve Austin yet. I couldn't Google it. I tried. And a very early Diamond Dallas Page. And that's what's so great about the year 1996 is because every major superstar that a ton of people know, or when they first started watching wrestling all those years ago, it's a tough call. But just like BDC mentioned, at this time, even though DDP had been wrestling for a few years there, Steve Austin was still, now he wasn't the man we know today, but he was still like a technical maven in the ring. So right here at this time, it would be Stone Cold Steve Austin taking the win here because DDP just hadn't found himself yet.
All right. E-Money, who you got?
So I this is one of those things where it's like wrestling ability doesn't equate to the gimmick at this point yet for me. All right. So Stone Cold's in a transition right now. We're going off of what we've seen so far from him, and we don't know where he's headed. We don't know long-term where we're at with him. I think we know that a little bit more with Diamond Dallas at this point because we've seen him wrestle a little bit more. We've seen him in the same gimmick at this point. And he's starting to come into his own. Cigars flying, that type of thing. Stone Cold is a much better wrestler in my opinion, and technically sound, hasn't been injured, he's fresh, but for the sake of the gimmick and for the sake of the longevity of Diamond Dallas Page, I would go with DDP getting the pinfall victory right now because I don't know where Stone Cold is heading at this point. So I go with DDP.
So right now it's 2-1 DDP.
And I don't like John Lee's answer, so that's why I picked DDP.
I don't like your hat.
Plazno, who you got?
So where are we in the timeline for Super Brawl? Like what's the month?
February.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Dally just because Austin isn't even getting the promo time just yet. I would say he starts hitting it in around April, and then right around King of the Ring, sometime in July, he just takes off, and there's nowhere you can stop him. At this point in time, they're having Ted DiBiase speak for him, and that was the biggest mistake they ever made because they should have done some research and let him do his thing from what he was doing the ECW. I'm gonna go with Dallas as well. As much as I love Stone Cold, and we know the finished product, but we're not going by what the finished product ended up. We're going by what it is at that point in time because we do not know where it's going to turn into.
Right.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with Dallas. His gimmick seems more appealing. Definitely not the better in-ring wrestler, but in terms of where you want to push or who you want to push more as a character, I think even Vince McMahon is gonna be like, he's a good wrestler, kind of quiet. I can work with this guy. Let's go, Dallas. Get in there.
I have to say DDP as well. I feel like Austin had no leeway. Still trying to figure him out, like you guys said. And DDP, he would win by cheating. That's what he did at the time. He would definitely cheat. He'll hold the tights. He'll get some brass knucks. He'll have Max Muscle help him out. Anybody. So, yeah, I got DDP. WCW on the board.
Yep.
My question for you guys is, if Austin didn't get fired via FedEx from Eric Bischoff and he stayed in WCW, will we ever see Stone Cold in WCW? You don't think they could figure it out?
No, he'd be mid-card talent, just kind of like just going
Yeah.
along. That's it.
The way
He
WCW had their structure, once
he had
you're
a
at a
feeling.
certain pay scale, that's where you're staying
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah.
Dallas was like only reason he got up was because he was buddies with Eric. And even though Eric says, "Oh, I had to make sure it wasn't like that," but come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
He had a definitive ceiling in WCW. He had a definitive ceiling, and that ceiling was mid card. And especially now you're talking about you have Hogan there, you have you have Hogan there, you have Flair, you have the bigger names that are already there. He wasn't cracking that.
And they weren't going to give him the time. There's just no chance you weren't going to get the time for that.
Like literally the best thing that ever happened to him was indeed getting fired because he ended up going to WWF when they had lost Hogan, they had lost these bigger names, and they really needed to build, and that's how he was very fortunate to be a part of that. He would have never gotten that opportunity in WCW.
No, and I totally agree with you on that.
All right.
While they were going a little edgy, they didn't see Stone Cold.
No.
And they wouldn't even allow it.
We saw what happened when WCW went edgy. It became WCW 2000, and that was...
Yeah. WCW also had a bigger, how would you say, they were more corporate than WWF at the time. While WWF ran by Vince McMahon was more mom and pop at the time, they were still looking for sponsors. WCW was owned by TNT, TBS, and there's a lot of moolah.
Ted Turner.
And you
Ted
can't mess with the sponsors.
Good old Mr. Jane Fonda.
And if they don't have a beer
And the
company,
Braves.
that ain't happening.
All right. Well, our next match, champion versus champion. We have the Smoking Guns, your tag team champions for the WWF, taking on Sting and Lex Luger.
Oh, Jesus.
Easy dub.
It's not even fair.
Do we even have to even discuss this one?
No.
The way
Is there
Strap's
a
looking,
WWF tag team that's even close to Sting and Luger at the time right now in '96? Is there even one that comes close? I don't think there is.
I think the parallel for
Owen
Sting and
Bulldog.
Luger
I mean,
with Bulldog and Owen. I don't know if they
Yeah.
were active at that.
They
I'm
were
not
because
sure.
they're on the
Yeah.
card, but I have them for another match.
Okay. All right.
I'm just going with champions at
looking-
the time. So yeah,
You're looking at two. You're looking at two WCW World Heavyweight Champions.
Mm-hmm.
It's such an easy decision that Vince would happily have his smoking guns take the 3 because he sees Sting and Luger. It's so much potential. Like there's just no doubt about it.
Yeah. This
so you guys saying it's unanimous that Sting and Lex Luger with the win?
absolutely.
This is the bathroom match for everybody to just.
Yeah.
This is it. That's what it is.
I'm going to take a
Not a
break.
chance.
What's Bart Gunn gonna do? Nothing.
Well, first of all, you know, you said
Billy's not even top 200 talent. We already know this. So
Not even 200
what are we
pounds.
talking about?
What?
you know,
Not at this point.
Lex Luger was not a world champion in the show we just reviewed, Wrestle War 90. That wouldn't happen for the guy. The other note is that, you know, we're talking about this fantasy matchup here, the Guns and Sting and Luger. You know, portions of the competitors in this match would get physical at WrestleMania 31 during Sting versus Triple H, and out comes D Generation X.
John stay with the
And,
6 degrees of separation.
That's right.
Yep.
And Sting and Billy Gunn, Monty Sopp would have Kip James would have some run-ins in TNA over the years, so at least they would know each other, you know. Like, you know, there was this YouTube clip of, you know, the former powerhouse Hobbs in Saudi Arabia, just meeting old friends backstage, including Aleister Black, who wasn't even on the show. But, you know, he saw Ricky, was it Ricky Saints, I think?
Yeah.
No, he knew Ricky Saints. It was Carmelo Hayes, excuse me. He met Carmelo Hayes. I'm like, thinking in my head, I'm like, when did those two ever run across each other? You know, maybe on the indies or something like that, you know? So wrestlers just know each other, you know, that's the connection here. But yeah, I used to do these lineups, you know, in school, fantasy matchups, and, you know, I'd ask my friends, like, who do you think would win? And I would do the same thing. I would line up champions versus champions. And, you know, that's always an interesting concept, but the time that it was never fair was when you had the cruiserweight champion of WCW face off against the light heavyweight champion of the WWF. It was always a wash. Always WCW cruiserweight champion. Sorry, Taka.
Well, look at
Real
look
name.
at you, for someone who don't like doing fancy booking.
Uh-huh.
We
Yeah.
reeled you in.
I'm
You
over
win
it,
here.
brother.
You ain't over it.
Yeah, John Lee,
WWF.
7th grade.
Or excuse me, WCW with the win. What's the count, BDC?
Count is WWF 3, WCW 4, ECW 1.
You know, if you wanted some dumb booking, then yeah, you could have
But-
the Smoking Guns win, based on the fact that Luger and Sting were feuding with each other passive aggressively the whole time they were champions together. So you could do
Yeah,
that,
but-
but that's still be dumb.
But to the credit of ECW, they are technically 1 for 3 because they have not been in the last 5 matches at all.
All right, well, your next match has an ECW competitor.
All right.
Taz
Oh, shit.
taking
Oh, shit.
on Big Daddy Cool Diesel. Can Taz choke out the Giant? Here you
Yeah.
go. Platinum said no.
No, because Diesel's gonna look at him like this little guy.
This little guy. of
Diesel, if the
mine.
money's right, I'll get choked out.
That's
That's
a
true.
modern day Kevin Nash.
That is so true.
Modern day Kevin Nash is a sellout.
Facts.
But yeah, that is an interesting concept. You know, Taz, the little stick of dynamite that he is. Hey, no pun intended, AEW. But no, it just ain't happening. Not at that time. Sorry.
Diesel,
The-
everybody
Yeah,
got
Gives him a
Diesel.
big boot. It's over.
Not for nothing. This is the same guy. He wasn't there yet. But this is the same guy who eventually faced off against Bam Bam Bigelow and had one of the biggest spots in ECW history, where he had him in the Taz mission, and Bam Bam Bigelow had to push him, but had to put him through the ring to get him off of him.
Who's
I
more
mean, he's-
giving at that time, Bigelow
Huh?
or Nash? Who's more giving in matches at this?
Who's
time?
more giving? Oh, that's easy. That's
Bigelow.
Bam Bam. Bam Bam is more giving.
At
Bam
this
Bam is
time-
gonna look you out.
At this
No
time,
change
Diesel
on
was a bitch. Man, he lost the
Diesel
title.
was clickish.
I mean, I could see it. I could see, that version of Taz, totally doing the Taz mission, choking out Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash, I texted Don this. I was like watching, that the heel run of Diesel in late 95, 96. And I was like, I'm watching this. It reminds me of like Drew McIntyre now. Like he's just
A little bitch.
He's big, he's imposing, he's physically intimidating, but he just acts like an asshole for no reason whatsoever, and it's great. It's popping the longtime fans, maybe not like kids and stuff like that, but I think the work is great. So I can see like Kevin Nash, like not obviously not giving him much, but then he will give him like, all right, you can put the submission on me and I'll do a tap out, but wink wink, everyone knows you can't really beat me, something like that.
Yeah.
So everybody got Diesel.
Yeah, I can't
unfortunately,
possibly pick Taz in this one.
Yeah,
unfortunately, because I mean, straight up, I mean, Taz's gimmick was killer at that point, but Diesel's still 7 foot. So
if you have Taz going over, I think it's huge for the crowd. I think it's incredible.
Absolutely.
Like it's just not believable. It's
where is this match taking place?
If it's taking place in the ECW arena,
Oh Lord.
Oh no.
Hell,
if it's taking place in the ECW arena, then you got Bill Alfonso.
Hold on. Even what's in the ECW arena? Didn't when Bam Bam and Taz went through the ring, didn't Bam Bam still get the win?
He won, yeah.
Because he went through, literally put
So
up
never mind. So never mind, Diesel.
Well, that was that was in '98. So like we were just getting this version of Taz because he had been the Taz Maniac before that. But yeah, this was around the time he was really starting to make that name, and people were starting to really chant the Taz is gonna kill you thing. So yeah.
All right, so it's unanimous. It is Diesel.
It is Diesel.
But I'll tell you this right now: if this was a legit fight, I got Taz.
All day.
Yeah, he's gonna go after that ankle and done.
He gonna hit them quads first.
He gonna scoop him, slam him. Yeah.
He gonna suplex the shit out of him.
Yeah, if it was a legit fight, yes.
Yeah. Like
he's already got the leverage right there.
Like that upper half ain't for show. He gonna suplex the shit out of Diesel. That's gonna happen.
But don't be on your neck, brother.
Yeah. That's gonna happen.
Ain't nothing you could do about it.
Yeah, when Taz learned English, he became so verbose.
Steiner Brothers taught him. That's what happened.
All right. So WWF is on the board. Sorry, ECW, because you're not in this next match. All right, here we go. We have Harlem Heat taking on Owen Hart and the British Bulldog.
Oh.
I told you I saved it for a brother match.
For a brother match?
Yeah, brothers.
Very good. Very good.
Hart, we come for you, sucker. Oh man. Sorry.
Dang, y'all taking a long time to respond. Who wants to
Harlem Heat
start?
versus the Canadians by proxy. Yeah, it's tough because like we like them both. They're both equally statured, more or less. So that's why our dramatic pause is here. Sorry, we have nothing for you.
That's good. I booked well then. That's all that matters.
Yeah. And this is the Harlem Heat. Harlem Heat actually lost their tag straps to Sting and Luger in January. So like they're right off of that. But they literally was back and forth in the tag team title picture the entire year. Owen and Bulldog, it's tough because it's like Owen and Bulldog, both of them are excellent tag team wrestlers in their own right with respective teams, and were pretty decent teams together. Bulldog's not the same guy that he was in the early 90s. He wasn't that guy anymore. Owen Hart was really coming into his own, but Bulldog was not that guy anymore. The only knock I would have in Harlem Heat was if they were still with Sister Sherry at that point. She was leaving them left and right every other week, so they didn't really have a support system outside the ring. But I don't. Jeez, this is hard. This is hard. Um, I'm only gonna give it to the Heat because, like I said, Bulldog wasn't the same guy that he was earlier in the '90s. He wasn't that guy anymore. So I'm gonna give it to Heat based on that alone. Um, yeah, I'm giving it to Heat on that alone.
You know, sometimes like a video game or even the search engine, you know, it's loading and it's loading for a ridiculously long amount of time, and then it gives you the answer. That's me, because I've given it some thought just now. So there you go, Dom. I came up with a solution for you. For here, I would give it to Owen and the Bulldog, only because, and it's weird to say this, but in the Harlem Heat team at around that time, I would say Booker T was like the weak link in that. Even though we know he went on to have a great career and outlasted Stevie Ray, but I can imagine a scenario where Booker T just does something, he messes up something, you know, banana peel, he slips, and you know they get placed there by Owen Hart, of course. But something like that where Booker T takes the fall because of an easy mistake. So that's where I give it to Owen and the Bulldog.
Dom, you know, he said, as he's saying that, what did I literally think about? Those matches where one of them was getting pinned and the other one was too busy outside fighting somebody else to even go realize that he was getting pinned in the ring.
These are booking tropes that we've seen and that we know. It's you just got to pick the right one sometimes.
Unfortunately for me, I got Owen and the Bulldog because them two dudes, they're just good. They figured things out, and we don't know what Owen's going to do. I can keep seeing this shit. I visualize this shit. Once I put the shit on pen to paper, I can see Owen taking their nasal strips. I keep seeing that shit. Like I visualize that shit. Like the boys can't breathe. They can't breathe. I can see it happening. And then Bulldog with a power slam, match over. I can see that.
My God. That is hilarious.
On those strips, and he has superpower now.
Oh my God.
Well,
hilarious.
You know where I'm going with Owen.
Oh man.
E-Money, who you got?
This is my favorite, man.
I got to go with Owen and Bulldog as well. I feel like Harlem Heat was on a losing streak, losing the titles to Sting and Luger at that time. Tension's kind of there. Owen and Bulldog, they're going to pull off some shenanigans as well. And they are, you know, they've been a tag team for a little bit. They know what they're doing. I think they can use the win more than Harlem Heat. I like to see Harlem Heat on that downturn to see if we're going to split them or if they're going to rise back up. But I give Owen and Bulldog because WF tag teams are so bad right now. I need to give it to them.
And think about it. If Sister Sherry was with Harlem Heat, you have Jim Cornette outside too, and he's going to distract her with that big racket that he has. And yeah, there you go.
So 4-1. Yeah. On the Bulldog take it, and WWF is up 5-4-1.
All right.
I have a sinking feeling ECW is not winning this.
They just
Did they get like a Moneyball match where it's worth like 4 points just because you haven't put them in there at all?
How about this one? This next one could be a Moneyball match right here. And then we're going to kick it off with you. Easy. Special attraction. The future meets the present at this time. This match right here is going to steal the show. I already know it. Wait till y'all hear who it is. On the WWF side, Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
Heartbreak Kid.
ECW, Rob Van Dam.
You're talking about the 2-time Royal Rumble winner at this point already.
Show. What is that?
Yeah, he won the Royal Rumble. Yep, he won the Royal Rumble. One-time Royal Rumble win at the time.
We're in 96, aren't we? We're in February 96.
Yeah, did he win 96?
He won in 95 and 96.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. He didn't win the championship in 95, so yeah, never mind.
Yeah, he got screwed over. Jenny McCarthy.
Oh, yeah. All right, so yeah, RVD and Shawn Michaels, a dream match.
It's an absolute dream match.
Hold on, Strat, did we ever get that in the later years?
Did it actually happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
While Shawn was champ.
It might have been for the World
Well,
title.
I know it was like Elimination Chamber, right?
Right after the Elimination Chamber, yeah.
Yeah, right after.
only televised one-on-one match, and
He kicked his head off.
It's best left to the fantasy matchup that we have here.
Yeah. Oh man, I mean, I can't. This is gonna. You got to give him 25 minutes.
Okay.
Absolutely. All right, we have to do that. Everybody's gonna get their stuff in. It's not only gonna steal the show, but this is probably gonna be the match of the year. I don't know how you possibly top this unless there's a gimmick added onto it.
Strap, look it up. Who was match of the year in '96? Look it up for me, please. Go ahead.
Well, it depends on who you ask.
WrestleMania 12. No, I'm just kidding.
The wrong people would tell you it was Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart.
Real quick.
At the time, it was wonderful.
No, it wasn't.
At the time, it was wonderful.
We're covering
it has not aged gracefully at all.
Oh, we already covered it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Michael's trajectory is too hot right now. And I can't have him. Even RVD being as good as he is, it's going to be a showcase where both of them win in terms of what RVD shows. But HBK is getting the W from me.
Totally agree with you on this one, man. As much as I can't stand HBK, I'm always going to be a Bret guy, but HBK just wins the Royal Rumble at this time too. Again, he's on his way to beat my best wrestler, in my opinion, the best wrestler of all time, Bret the Hitman Hart. And you ain't stopping that, man. You just couldn't. It's one of those undeniable things where you look at the guy and you're like, he's got it. He's got everything you'd want, and you ain't stopping it.
This was a case of the irresistible force meeting the very movable object. The very movable object being RVD. HBK was not only on a roll, he was basically being jettisoned forward. There, like has already been said, there's literally nothing that is stopping that train at this point. He was going top tier, and he was taking everybody with him. So, definitely HBK here. It is of interest to note that you were asking about match of the year.
Was it Bret and
And
Shawn?
of course, Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels showed up. But you got to hear some of these other ones that came up too. So, according to Wrestling Observer, it was Shawn Michaels versus Mankind.
Ooh,
That was
It was also
SummerSlam, right?
That's Mind Games, I think.
Mind Games.
Yeah, Mind Games.
Okay.
There is Bret Hart versus Steve Austin at Survivor Series in '96.
Ooh.
Rey Mysterio versus Mr. Psychosis at Bash at the Beach that year.
That was a good one.
And Tenru versus the Great Muta at War Osaka Crush Night.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Great pronunciation.
okay, thank you. Yeah, so
That's gonna be a running joke forever.
And-
No matter who does it.
and for whatever reason, a special mention was given to Stone Cold versus Jake Roberts because of the Austin 316 promo that basically ignited his career.
That match
What a
sucked.
mention.
But
Yeah, the match sucked.
great.
So basically, it's
Well,
whatever your preference was at the time. I don't think
That
Iron Man
sucked.
match is too
Like,
long for that time frame. For
ignited his career.
1996. Okay.
Yep, 96
All
was
right.
96.
All right.
All right, so are we basically all saying Shawn Michaels at this point? Did anybody say RVD? Anybody?
Strap,
no.
what did you say?
They didn't ask me yet. But to answer that match of the year question, I was scrolling through the list in my head. I was like, WCW, basically WCW, WF, like what were some really good matches I'd want to revisit, and I missed a few there. Like, I mean, the Shawn and Mankind match. I didn't watch. I hadn't seen it for years, and I still think I haven't watched it. Maybe I have. I don't know.
Did we didn't review that one?
I think we did. So there you go. But
You pass it off
I
to
did come out
somebody.
with Bret and Austin at the Survivor Series, so that was one. And Diesel made two of my matches actually. The other one would be Diesel and Shawn at the In Your House. We make good friends, but we make better enemies.
That was
So
good.
there was that one. And I also personally, I just love Diesel versus Undertaker at WrestleMania 12. A show we
That's
should
sleeper
review.
match, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I like that one a lot, but I guess there's really not much to choose from. But all the headlines said Bret and Shawn Iron Man match because it truly was one of a kind. Speaking of one of a kind, RVD and Shawn Michaels here.
Literally one.
It's Shawn Michaels because already, he was in Japan the last couple of years before this.
And WCW.
We're talking about booking here. So Shawn Michaels just too hot. He's just the man here, and he just. I imagine him just, not flash pin necessarily, but just he just they're even Steven, and then Shawn just gets him with that super kick, and RVD is just out. So Shawn Michaels takes it.
Can't forget a Sid match in there. I know Sid versus Shawn somewhere in there.
That's deserves a good mention too.
I think so.
The Rumble.
Was prior to that.
Yeah, they wrestled at the Survivor Series '96 also. The Undertaker descended to the ceiling like Batman to face Nick in a brand new suit.
It's unanimous. It's Shawn Michaels. I feel like if it was an ECW arena right here, RVD will bring Shawn to the extreme. Shawn's going to get a little more edge, setting him up for the Attitude Era. We are in the new generation era right now. It will definitely put him over the edge and get him ready for the Attitude Era. And Shawn's hot. Unfortunately, it's Shawn Michaels. WWF on the board. But one thing about ECW in this card right here, this whole card right here, they're in the hunt. They just ain't winning. They like the Mets. All right, our next match.
You know your dad's going to disown you for that.
Man, he a loser too. All his teams suck.
You hear that?
That's a clip.
Wait.
Raiders, Knicks, Mets. They're all losers.
Oh.
I'm telling you, Dad. I'm telling.
Tell him. Market clip 115.38.
I know this motherfucker ain't talking right now.
My teams win chips. Anyways, next match, three-way dance, triple threat, whatever you want to call it. We have a double casket match.
Double casket match? Oh, wow.
We have
Benoit's.
Holy.
All right, see you next week.
Wow. Jesus.
I think they lose.
Oh.
My God. Well, you won in the ECW. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it. All right. We have The Undertaker taking on The Giant, taking on Cactus Jack, ECW, of course.
Giant.
Tell me the sizes of the casket, because that's going to tell me who's winning.
Triple wide. Double wide.
Big Show special Money in the Bank ladder,
Platinum, we got the Giant. I got the Giant.
Yeah. I love Taker, but yeah, Giant was different. Giant was so different.
Taker will put him over. Taker will put Giant over.
Yeah. I mean,
after he tells him to lose weight,
Taker put Giant Gonzalez over for a bit. So yeah, he definitely put the Giant over.
Not at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but Giant, Foley, he doesn't need to win matches. Taker, he was a given guy. And Giant, at this time, the Giant was much better than Big Show, more athletic and whatnot. And he can see the trajectory of him.
Yeah.
Moving on to the World Championship.
This dude, this dude was doing things that no one his size should be doing.
You remember this?
He did a kip up.
Yeah, dude was doing the one hand on the rope kip up, which don't get me wrong, I can't do that shit. So I'm not trying to say I'm not trying to minimize it by any means. I can't do it, but he was 7 foot,
400 pounds
doing kip ups,
baby.
Drop kicks off the top rope.
Hop over the top rope.
Open the door.
3, 4.
Referee, open the casket door.
Yeah, that dude went into war games and hopped over the top rope. I'm like
nothing.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Nothing.
No. Yeah, no. Get away from
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. That's Giant all day. And I'm the biggest Taker mark there probably will ever be, and I'm still telling you it was the Giant. Giants taking that.
I mean, you can easily see, Mankind and Undertaker going at it, and they get, so distracted with themselves that they don't see the Giant, who's already a formidable force, take them both out and buries them both. So,
yeah, I mean, if this was a regular triple threat match, I almost throw Cactus Jack possibly, coming through and getting the W. But with a casket match being so final when you lose, you can't put the Giant in a casket. It just can't happen.
No. Too young at that point, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's not even 25.
Maybe like 25, 26 years old. Yeah.
Ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So, all right. So it's unanimous. The Giants. All right. Main event time.
Hey.
Main event.
Should have won the. No.
Do you remember when we were? Yeah.
Ruin his career.
That is forever be funny. That'll forever be funny.
All right, main event time. Another three-way dance, triple threat match, whatever you want to call it. Champion versus champion versus champion. We have tradition, we have arrogance, and we have chaos. We have the world heavyweight champion Bret the Hitman Hart. We have the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and we have Raven. Who y'all got?
Okay.
One of these guys don't belong.
This is a fun match, though. This is a fun match. A lot of history here.
These things ain't like the other.
Yeah.
This is what high schoolers book on the Nintendo 64.
Literally.
You should put Raven, Ric Flair, and Bret Hart in a match. Cool.
Yeah.
So he had them all in WCW
versus NWO. Revenge. Yeah. All right. So I know it's down to 2. I know that. I know this for a fact. But as a fan, who you guys are emotionally invested in this match?
Hitman.
Definitely.
Money?
God, I hate to say it, but I gotta go with Bret on this one for sure. It's a toss up. It's not like it's a squash here, but I feel like Flair doesn't take the pin. Raven's got a tap. Raven's eating the L on that one, yeah. For sure. Yeah, you can't. And maybe we have Bret and Rick down the road, but like it's Bret all the way.
Yeah, all right, so
I could literally see them. I could literally see them battling each other out for who's gonna submit Raven. I could see Ric Flair putting him in the figure 4, Bret Hart coming in, kicking him, then putting him in the sharpshooter. Ric Flair getting up, hitting him in the back of the head, and then putting him back in the figure 4 leg lock, and they would just be going back and forth, and Raven would just be tapping out all over the place. It would. Mm-hmm.
I see Ric Flair just leaving ringside, like walking away, and then Bret Hart Bret Hart gets him in the sharpshooter, and that's the end for. So that's how I see that.
So everybody got Bret winning this match.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So
my clean sweeps.
Clean sweeps. So my next question is: would Raven thrive today if he wrestled today in present day, or will he get lost in the sauce?
Which company is he going?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Raven's gimmick in any company in this day and age, it's similar to kind of like Bray Wyatt, that mysterious, kind of like going against the grain type thing. I think it's sorely needed in every company, and it's always got a place. So, and he's talented enough where he can carry his matches as well. So he would thrive for sure.
I think, I just don't feel like he would reach the level that Bray did. Though Bray's a little bit different, a little bit more
right. And
I'm not like trying to do a 1-for-1 comparison. I'm just saying the gimmick is style it is. But
and I mean, for this to work, it's basically 3 main ingredients. Raven's creativity is 1 right off the bat. He's got that in spades. Number 2, like you said, a company that would need that type of a gimmick. You got a heel slot that would work with that gimmick, which all WCW, AEW, WWF, TNA, they all have an opening like that. And you need wrestlers that are not really being utilized that could be in his flock, which all of them have. So it would work. It would work no matter what. It would just be a matter of the longevity of how long it would actually last and what they plan on doing with it. But he could definitely make it thrive at least short term, anywhere.
You know, unlike some athletes and superstars, it's not about the physical. It's not their bodies. It's not the moves that they're doing or putting themselves in danger. For Raven, it's all mental. It's all mind games. It's all there. So he could, and he's run the gamut. He's played like, you know, the grungy rundown character, and he's played Johnny Polo. He's the upper echelon, you know. So that's his range. That's Raven's. What's his real name? Scott Levy's range.
Scott Levy.
You know? So yeah, Raven would fit in any generation.
If Bret lost this match, would you guys believe that he got screwed?
Yes.
If he lost to Raven, yes.
It's a work, brother. It's a work.
Last question for this show right here. So BDC, before I get to my last question, what's the count? Did WWF win?
Final count: WWF 7, WCW 5, ECW 1.
What was that ECW match that won, by the way?
Dreamer?
Sabu. The very first
open match. Damn, all right.
The very first match.
Should have retired right there.
Good for ECW in that very first match, and then, well, no.
Yep.
This is like the WrestleMania in Orlando, headlined by Edge and Undertaker, where, you know, Taz and Joey Styles had one 38-second match to call. They're sitting at ringside for 4 to 5 hours with nothing to do.
Sitting there drinking water.
Getting paid.
All right. Well, which company would complain about the booking? WWF, WCW, or ECW?
ECW would.
Excuse me, sir.
Publicly.
They would feel they were not fairly represented.
And they weren't.
I think you could add somebody into this match so we can get a better chance.
So, for the record, WWE only had one match where WWF only had one match where WWF wasn't involved. WCW had 3. ECW had 7.
ECW is just happy to be there at that point in '96. So
They may not get food. They just want a seat at the table.
The participation
the
trophy.
catering was delicious for ECW.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Better than that bingo hole food.
You know, Vince is cutting him a little check on the side just for being there, so it's all right.
Yeah, I mean, ECW and WWF are tied together financially. No one knew it at the time. We know it now.
We know it now.
Oh, there you go.
Excuse me, sir. You need to put more ECW wrestlers on this card because I can't afford to pay them. You are.
So true.
We ain't got to win.
Just showcase somebody.
Yeah, just showcase.
And give him a job. Give him a couple weeks. Sorry.
2 weeks later, this guy's on WCW. This guy's on WWF. Yep.
That's true.
Exactly what happened. All right, but did you guys enjoy this fantasy Super Brawl 1996 in February? Strap?
Yes, baby.
Or did.
We'll know when the clips come out.
Oh, it's going to come out.
In this double casket match.
What about you, E-Money? Did you enjoy this?
I did. I
Reliving
loved it.
this?
It's just, it brought me back to my, formative years of watching wrestling and enjoying it and thinking about, I used to have a little notebook I would write down and have my own fantasy matches, and you could do that in WWE now in 2K25. So you throw it down a little bit. But a double casket match is a wild idea. I'll tell you that right now. I would like to see that come to fruition, see how that would play out.
That'd be nuts.
Maybe in 2K26.
Maybe
Coming soon.
With over 400 wrestlers, including 333 variants of current wrestlers on the roster.
Only $500.
Only $500.
You can have American Sergeant Slaughter or Saudi Sergeant Slaughter. The choice is yours.
All they
You
do is
get-
change the boots.
You get
And we-
DLC, and then you have to fight through a battle pass to get them once you've already paid for them.
I heard about that.
They did say that if you beat the
No, thank
gauntlet, you get everything for free.
What gauntlet?
They got a new gauntlet mode, and if you can use CM Punk and win 20 matches straight, you unlock everything for free, which you know that's not going to happen.
No,
What
'cause
mode?
around-
on easy.
That's Phil's going to be tired. And
Because
if
around
you,
on that,
and you can do
around
with AJ Lee
match
too.
19, it's gonna become no disqualification, and random folks gonna just show up and just bip them with chairs.
And then Brock Lesnar's coming in clean house.
You're gonna
Brock
play that.
Lesnar
You're gonna play
comes
that for 25 minutes and get guy number 19 to pin you, and you're just gonna throw the game out the window. That's it.
Yep. Brock Lesnar comes in, all his finishers done. I'm done.
That's it. All right. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoy this. We should definitely do this again sometime soon. But next week is Platino's Choice, and we're closing out the month of February with No Way Out 2000. I'm going to run through the card right quick. Let's hear what y'all got to think. All right. Open match, Kurt Angle and Chris Jericho for the Intercontinental Championship. After this, we have the tag team titles. We have the Dudley Boys taking on the New Age Outlaws, if you didn't know. After this, we got Mark Henry taking on Viscera.
Well, can't win them all.
And then-
99% cacao.
Yeah.
after this, we have Edge and Christian taking on the Hardy Boys.
Well, see,
That's a
I brought
banger.
it back. I brought it back for you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
And then we have Taz taking on the Big Boss Man.
Well, you know,
It's
I was
a
little
far cry
drunk-
from
I'm-
Diesel, but okay.
I'm drinking a little bit, but
More along the lines of Bam Bam. Yeah.
After this, we got a no holds barred match. We have X-Pac, not the 1, 2, 3 kid, X-Pac taking on Kane.
Oh, is this the Tory Angle?
yes.
Tori's involved.
So,
Yep.
Yeah, that was a very vengeful Kane at that time. Good times. Good times.
All
So
right.
no
After,
Rex game.
after this, we have Too Cool, Rikishi, Sky Tuhati, and Grandmaster Sexay taking on the Radicals, the Chris Benoit, Dean Malenko, and Perry Saturn.
Wow.
Full casket match, right, John?
One,
Somebody in both
Hold on.
teams going to get buried.
2,
Put
hold
that
on,
on the tux.
3. Yep, you got 3 of them there. Yep. Our next match, we have a #1 contendership match for the WWF Championship for WrestleMania 2000. We have the Big Show taking on The Rock.
Hey!
You remember?
You did win.
And then your main event is a Hell in a Cell title versus career match between Triple H taking on Cactus Jack.
I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go yet.
I'll be back for a
Stop
few
it.
meetings.
You know, you kind of got a feeling you know where that one's going. You just
According
kinda got
to
it.
WrestleMania.
He loses and come back. Ain't that some shit? So, yes. That is our show for next week. That concludes February for next month. Next week, next month. It doesn't matter. Any final thoughts, fellas, on today's show?
1996 is one of my favorite years, the formative year, as Easy Money once said moments ago. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. 1996. It's just great. So it was a great look back, and some expected matches, but some unexpected matches as well. So great job, Dom. Very good.
Do you want to do it again next month in the month of
Oh,
March?
no, not at all. And scene.
For Strat Facts, I'm here at BDC. I'm here at Poppy Platinum. I'm here with E Money, the Shawn Michaels guy. Guys, remember to like, subscribe, share, comments. It doesn't matter. And we will see you guys next time. Boo.
Because you got no chance to beat WWF.
Where
No
was Ahmed
chance.
Johnson? That's all I gotta say. Now I'm a little upset.
Yeah, Don,
Where was
where
Ahmed Johnson?
He was hurt.
He was at the Diddy party with all that baby oil.
Oh,
We will see
no.
y'all next time. Later.